The other companies at 2 years, we were looking going, oh my gosh, we're going to have to do this next year. You know, where this one, 2 years, it still looks great. I'm Michelle Barth, and I'm the board for Central Park Estates, and I am the president. You know, we did our asphalt, I think, about every 3 years. And when the former president saw an ad for Holbrook in, what are the home magazines? I'm not sure what the name of it is, but in the home magazine, and he read it and gave it to me and said, check this out, see what you think about it. And I talked to our management company about it, and she said, yeah, that, you know, that you did other communities of hers and that it was a good company. So at that point we started meeting, and I'd say probably a year before we did it, he came and picked up a couple of the board members, and we drove and he showed us communities that you've done and things like that. And honestly, you know, the price obviously was a consideration, but when you look at the price and you look at how often you're having to do it, because it really is a hassle having to do it every 3 years, right? It's a hassle for the homeowners, it's a hassle for anybody. And we looked at the difference in price, and we felt like, you know, if we could get 8 to 10 years out of it, it really was saving us money and time. And time is precious for all of us, right? I think in the long run, with the streets having to be done like every 40 years or whatever, you know, redone, asphalt is the #1 expense. And that's one of the reasons we used your company. The longevity and the performance. It was both of those things. I mean, obviously the cost savings once we started looking into it, but that's hard to think of in the beginning because you're putting so much up front, right? So that's more of a long-term reserve type situation where we could look and see the benefit of that. But and we were fortunate enough that we had the cash to do it at that point. So in my opinion, I mean, I don't know that I'll be on the board again when we do this again, but we have it in the budget to budget for your company to do it again, so I'm sure that we'll do the same thing. If anybody's ever, you know, on the fence about whether it's worth it or not, you know, I'm happy to talk to them and tell them, you know, our experience, and it's been nothing but good. So I would 100% say that it's worth the cost.